Good now, whenever and wherever this finds you. This video is the sixth in a series of 8 videos recorded in Dallas in 2019 in an event called America in One Room. This is actually a reunion 7 months after the event and exchanging on a Zoom call. So let's take a look and see what it's about.
Where the problem really exists is way down at the bottom at kindergarten, at first grade, at second grade.
I've seen kids where they pass them and they could barely read. If you can't get them from the foundation, they're gonna drop out.
I want my son to go back to school, but I'm scared for him and it breaks my heart.
They were wary when they came, talking about politics.
We've brought them from all over the country, people from all walks of life, all political perspectives.
You are surrendering 4 days of your life to what we think is going to be an extremely important exercise in American democracy.
America in One Room brings a scientific sample of the nation to a single place where they can talk to each other in a civil manner.
We've got enough people.
People were lynched here.
We're closer than you would at first think.
We don't have to settle for the half-dead democracy that we have.
I'm terrified of getting COVID, but I'm not gonna quit my job because those kids need me. When I was in second grade in New Orleans, Louisiana, I couldn't count past 100. And in New Orleans, it was about your zip code. I work for elementary school. The early childhood stages are essential. There's no reason why a second grader should not be able to count past 100 because of where they live.
I feel ya. I came from what could be considered the poorest middle school in the entire city.
I have credit card debt, I have all that stuff.
I have 2 children, one who has some special needs. I graduated high school, but immediately became pregnant so that I was a teen mother. My oldest is 17 and my youngest is 9. My son got accepted into a program, so when he graduates high school, he will graduate with an associate's degree. His top college is Harvard, and right beneath that, MIT.
Hi!
I'm here.
Hey Jackie, how are you? Just trying to get the audio to kick in.
I gotta figure, I'm not very good with the computer.
So do I have any volunteers to read the proposal under the COVID document for us?
So the argument is schools should be strongly encouraged to hold classes in person.
Here in Houston, all the schools opened back up just this last Tuesday. There's already been a positive case of COVID at their school. Teachers are terrified to go back to school. Both of my kids stayed home. We opted out. In order to save money, my son's youngest school gave one teacher 6 classes. Our internet got shut off. My son couldn't do his homework that day. It's truly frustrating.
What works best for Jacqueline, where she can have her child at home, doesn't work for me. I have to go to work. I have to. I'm terrified of getting COVID, but I'm not gonna quit my job because those kids need me.
Not judging anybody who chose to send their kids back. Online learning is not perfect in any way, and if I were a kid in school, I'm sure I would be struggling too.
So a lot of parents count on the schools as a safe place for their children to be while they're at work earning their income.
And that's where I'm at too. It's just like, I have to go to work because otherwise I will be homeless. And I'll be completely honest with you, like, I only have one child, and emotionally, my daughter was declining. Like, she needed that social interaction, and I saw my child change just like that, and it was not for the better.
When we talk about the social aspect of school for children, in April of this year, my son's best friend committed suicide. We do feel like COVID and the school shutting down had a lot to do with it. What could have been prevented, what could have happened had he been able to go into his class? Would my son have spotted the differences, seeing his face versus talking to him on the phone or shooting him a text message? And that is probably a huge thing that will weigh heavy on those decisions to go back to school, especially for my son. He has told me that he doesn't know if he can go back because right now, even though it happened in April, it doesn't feel real. But if he walks into that school and doesn't see his face, it's gonna feel real. I'm sorry, I made myself cry. I'm sorry I made anybody else cry, but my son's 18 now, and his best friend is gone. Yeah, I want my son to go back to school, but I'm scared for him, and it breaks my heart.
There is a magic to human connection, and it becomes more precious with every year of our descent into the cold realities of cyberspace.
This whole program has changed my attitude. I'm a lot more open-minded than many of my friends today.
Yeah, I agree with you, Barry.
We all get together and talk, we do get along.
If people stuck to the issues, that we could get some stuff done in this country.
It's a lot harder to hate in person.
So we see 7 months after the event, the people are still connected and have made long-lasting friendships born in the crucible of a shared ordeal, and that they became authentic with each other and became closer to each other. So thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you down the road.